Hey comic fans, Dave here at Ground Zero on a very special Wednesday morning because not only is it New Comic Book Day, hence all the new comic books back behind me, it's also the day we roll out our brand new and improved one per customer off the new comic rack sign. You know, here at Ground Zero, we like to think of all the many free services we provide. The single most important is making comic scalpers angry. Comic scalpers, you ask? Well, it's like a ticket scalper, except instead of buying Eagles tickets, they buy up all the copies they can of the latest hot comic book. Now, I know you're thinking, how does this affect me? I'm not a comic scalper. In fact, I don't even like the Eagles. And for that matter, why is that guy at the counter yelling at Dave? Well, I'm glad you asked that, because right now the comic book market is so overheated. Just about every other week a new book comes out that the internet goes nuts over, and you can quickly flip them on eBay for 5, 6, 7 times cover price, and that brings out the scalpers. And that affects every fan walking in the store. How? Well, let's say you're a huge Batman fan named Bob, and you're such a big Batman fan, you named your 2 kids Bat and Man. And yeah, it would have been a lot better if maybe one of those had been a boy, but that's not what's important. What's important is you are a fan. And every week you come in and buy a thick, healthy stack of comics, and you always include Batman in your purchase. But not this week. Oh no, not this week, because this week Batman's already sold out. Why? Because they slipped in a new character, Thunder Weasel, and it's already been announced Thunder Weasel's getting his own series, and Justin Bieber let it drop that, hey, I'd love to play Thunder Weasel in a big budget motion picture. The internet lost its poop. And you lost out on your copy of Batman. So, now it's hitting kind of home. Thanks a lot, AT&T. Well, Ground Zero limits copies off the stands to 1 copy per customer. It's the best we can do to try to make sure everybody gets a shot at the book. This week, we've got 2 Scalperbait books. First off, Tankers from Bad Idea. Already going for $20 to $30 on eBay. Obviously, ENIAC was a huge smash success. This one looks to be the same thing. 1 per customer. Actually, that's dictated by Bad Idea, and it's also now Ground Zero policy. Also, 0 Point, the Fortnite Batman crossover. I had so many calls for this. This will not probably last past the morning. Either way, come in and watch people yell at me over being out of copies of 0 Point. Non-speculator books, why yes, we carry those too. Thanks for asking. In particular, Superman Red and Blue, the second issue of that. First issue sold out. Everybody loved it. Honestly, it's got everything you'd want in a Superman book, except possibly for the color yellow. Trivia question. How do you make any DC book better? Justice League answers. By adding Black Adam. Black Adam makes any book better in the DC universe. So now Justice League, new and improved with even more Black Adam. A couple other books just to mention briefly from DC. We get the new issue of Catwoman, the new issue of The Flash, and last but certainly not least, the new issue from the revitalized Nightwing. There's some other DC books in this week, but those are the high points. Over at Marvel, Alien hits the big number 2. So second issue of that, everybody really loved this one. We're a big Alien fan here at Ground Zero. And so if you're going to ask that trivia question, can Alien do number 2? Okay, yeah, it can, and that's the last time I will make that joke. I sort of pseudo-promise. Either way, 2 covers, nice snazzy one with a lot of yellow on it. So, come in and grab those up. Also from Marvel, we get the second issue of Carnage, Red, White, and Blood. Stories by Donny Cates, Chip Zdarsky, Ram V. A lot of great artists. This book was a smash. Everybody was hungry for a brand new solo Carnage series, and here it is while it lasts. Also, new issue of Eternals, kind of a personal favorite from Marvel, and a book we've been selling out of every issue. Either way, it's here, so, come join them up. One last thing from Marvel to answer the question. How many X books are too many X books? Way of X intends to find out. Moving over to Image, Radiant Black. That started off kind of slow, but then quickly really found its audience, and now its audience is rabid and loves this book from Kyle Higgins. I've been selling out regularly. They're doing second and third printings. We're getting them in as we can. Either way, new issue is on the stands this week, as is a brand new series for the Old Guard. Old Guard's been out before, but this is a new one from them. Greg Rucka returns to that universe and tells a bunch of old tales. So if you've discovered Old Guard recently because of the TV series and stuff, here it is in a brand new comic book. Also, finally, from Image, when the first issue of this came out, I got on and I said how much I did not like Ultra Mega. I found it to be kind of tasteless. The over-the-top, squishy, gory violence was just just turned me off, and I did not recommend buying it. And you people absolutely listened and bought up every copy as fast as you could. Here's the second issue, which I'm sure you'll buy up as fast as you can because it's equally squishy. And just to keep people happy, I got in some second printings of the really, really, really squishy Ultra Mega #1. One more floppy to mention, and that is Godzilla, because you can absolutely never have too much Godzilla, and we certainly don't get enough Godzilla. New Godzilla movies out, so we get a new Godzilla series. Come in and buy them while you can. Moving over quickly to trades. DC comes out, they collect the Children of Night series for Batman. This series took forever to come out. People got frustrated trying to find all the different issues. But now it's out in trades, so you can just get it the easy way, all in one big, nice, thick book. Finally from DC, Death Metal, The Darkest Night. Obviously, I talked about Death Metal a lot in previous videos. It was actually a lot of fun. Never took itself too terribly seriously. I really enjoy that about this series, and now the trades are out, so come in and scarf them up. Only one I'm going to mention from Marvel, and that is Scarlet Witch, because thanks to WandaVision, you can't get enough Scarlet Witch, and I mean that literally, you can't get most Scarlet Witch stuff. Finally, Marvel has rushed this one back into print, so you can come get this. Maybe you'll get enough. Saving the absolute best for the absolute last from Junji Ito, Love Sickness. If you haven't yet discovered Junji Ito, he is absolutely disturbing, dark, awful, horrible, nightmare-inducing books. Any fan of manga, any fan of terror, any fan of just genuinely creepy, disturbing work needs to check out Junji Ito. He is fast becoming one of the biggest sellers that we have in Ground Zero of almost anything, not just manga, but just about anything. So if you haven't yet discovered the glory of Junji Ito's work, well, newest one is on the stands. Well, that's it. Actually, it's going to keep it kind of short this week. I promised people I would not go on so long. So there you have it. It's another great week at Ground Zero. And as always, if you can't have what you want, don't concentrate on that. Concentrate on wanting what you have. Folks, stay safe. We love you, and thanks for watching.